Jesper accidentally kissed Kuwei instead of Wylan. So even though I didn't love it the first time, I re-listened to Six of Crows, and the reason I did that is because I'm writing a heist novel, and this is a heist novel, so I just wanted to kind of see with more attention how the story was put together. And now that I've gotten to the end of it, like, I'm kind of curious. I think I liked it more this time because of the show and because I could fast forward the things that like I didn't like and didn't want to hear, so I low-key rewrote it. And so I'm gonna listen to the next one. I don't even remember what it's called. I'm gonna find it and do a little vlog. I haven't done a reading vlog in a while, so yeah, let's dive in. Okay, so I'm like 3 hours into this book, and I mean, I guess I think Kaz is a little softer, but he's also still such a jerk. I don't know, maybe the show just like softened him so much because he was so ruthless. I remember him being so ruthless. So far what's happened, Inej is still captured by Van Eck. The other thing too, there's like 8 billion characters in this story, and I am having trouble keeping track of them. So Inej is still captured. She had what she thought was a viable escape attempt, and then was like shown right at the end that it was all a ploy just to demoralize her, and Van Eck threatened to break her legs, which was very scary for her because like torture her, cut her skin, whatever, but break her legs. Like in this world, I mean, I don't know, can you not just have somebody heal your legs? Like it kind of made me think when Nina was all juiced up, why didn't Kaz be like, yo girl, you want to fix my leg? Thanks. Other than that, I'm happy to have a Wylan perspective for the first time because I was very curious as to why we didn't have that in the first book. And his relationship with Jesper is fun. I'm excited to see how that develops. Jesper's father has just entered the scene, and yeah, I feel sad for the dad, so wholesome. And I feel sad for Nina, poor Nina, who's now a bit of an addict. And it's good, I guess. I'm not dying to know what happens next, but I don't hate it, so I'll keep listening. I think this is kind of what happens when like I get used to characters. It's just easier to follow stories from characters I know than to start in a new series. And I think that's my main reason why I like it, is because I know these characters and I like Matthias and Wylan. So I'm in the Matthias chapter. And he's talking about how much he wants Alice to shut up, and I think it's so funny. I really like Matthias. I think he's maybe my favorite character, and that he's so annoyed with this woman, I love it. So what's happened so far is that Van Eck was like super obviously hiding Inej somewhere, and Kaz called it and then took his pregnant wife to trade for Inej instead of going for Inej himself. Which is cool. Like I like that Kaz is super smart and is never getting beaten by anybody, but I think at a certain point like he's gonna have to get burned, and though I want that, I also don't want it. You know? I'm just in the part where Jesper accidentally kissed Kuwei instead of Wylan. And Kuwei's like, you were very brave and you're an excellent kisser. Yo, this is way better than I thought it was going to be. I think the show made this better for me. I think it's so funny that Kuwei's been drawing pictures of Jesper. So he was like so happy when he kissed him, probably. So funny. So I think the other thing with this book, like it got a lot more interesting when Kaz wasn't right about everything. He's kind of becoming right about everything again, so I'm kind of getting over him a bit again. But yeah, I don't know why. I think I just dislike Kaz, and so because he's kind of one of the main, he's the main character, I guess. Yeah, I don't think I'm feeling what the author wants me to feel because I am horrified at the things that Kaz has done. I don't believe it. I will not believe that Wylan told everything. I will not believe that Wylan spilled the beans on the plan until I get confirmation that Wylan spilled the beans on the plan. I feel like it was a good cliffhanger ending to the chapter. Wylan gets taken right when Kaz's new big plan is about to start, and he's being tortured, and I mean, it says Wylan tells him everything, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it because he's had such growth this book. I don't believe it.
Town has borrowed from us over the last 2 years. They can barely make their interest
I know
payments.
what's coming.
They don't have 120 million Kruger
I know
ready
exactly
to bid
what's
in an
coming.
open auction.
Van
Brecca
Eck.
must be working with them.
I get it.
All the bidders were out of their
Can't
seats
trick
now.
me. Inej has just bested Dunyasha, who she met once before, who's like the White Blade, who Inej thought was better than her, and it was like this huge thing. And we've only seen Dunyasha twice. I think she's kind of a wasted villain. Like, when she was introduced, I was like, ooh, this is a duology. That's weird, because this kind of feels like the introduction of a big bad for book 3. I just felt like she was wasted. She was a very cool character and super ruthless, really, really challenging Inej, and she just dies. Okay, so the Inej chapter just ended with her saying, Kuweyubo. Oh my god, my kitchen is so messy too. Why am I showing you guys? This is my Ashley Spinelli costume. The Inej chapter just ended with her saying, we have to kill Kuweyubo. Oh my god, is that even his name? Did I just say his name wrong? Whatever, the kid that all of this hubbub is about. Kawai. This is another thing. All the narrators pronounce the names slightly differently, so it's a little confusing. I mean, not all the names, but some of them. And this is a writing device that I think was really effective early in this book. And I don't even remember the last book, even though I read it twice. I don't remember when she used this writing device or not. But like a misdirect final cliffhanger sentence. The issue is, it has been a red herring so many times that I know that's not what she means. You know, like I know Inej isn't gonna kill Kuwei. And I feel like when Inej first got pushed by the White Blade girl and she was gonna fall into the silo, you know, it made it seem like she was falling at the end of the chapter, but she wasn't falling. She just had lost her footing a little and she figured it out, you know. And Wylan told them everything, but he didn't actually tell them everything because it was all part of the plan. And Kuweyubo has to die, but he doesn't actually have to die because, you know. And it's just like every single chapter ends with a red herring, and so sometimes like it has to be true, and I don't believe that this one's gonna be true. So the one time that last line in a chapter is true, it's Matthias dying? Oh gosh, that made me so angry. I only have like 20 minutes left, but I have a bunch of stuff to do, so I'm gonna finish the last 20 minutes and then let you know what I thought. But man, Matthias dying, I don't like that. And I get it, like somebody has to die, fine, whatever, but the character who had such good development, like such a great character arc, and moving forwards, there was just like a sense of optimism of Nina and Matthias working to change the relationship between their countries together that cannot happen alone. I don't know who I'd pick to die, but not Matthias. I think I would even have been less upset if Nina had died. Just for the story, like for the continuation, for what happens next. Is there another book after this? Gosh, I have 20 minutes left. I'll get back to you. So I finished it, and why is this a duology? I just feel like the White Blade girl was totally wasted. Matthias dying made no sense. Also, like, I've been asked to suspend my disbelief for Kaz basically mind reading people's actions, but not so that everybody survives. You know, like, what was the purpose of killing Matthias? Was it to make it, like, real? Was it just to make me sad? Like, I just felt like it didn't advance the story at all, because to me, him and Nina together would have been able to further their cause, but alone it didn't. So it just felt like shock value. Similar to how Tonks and Remus both were just dead, just seemed like shock value. I wanted more, I guess, or better. Like, I really think it should have been 3 books. But I mean, if there was another one, I'd read it. I definitely think the show softened Kaz for me. There was one bit with Kaz where, like, they were at the auction and somebody figured out that Van Eck was the secret buyer, and Kaz mutters, "Finally." And that was good. Like, there were bits like that I really liked. Sometimes I felt like Kaz knew too much. The red herrings felt cheap. Matthias dying felt cheap. But overall, I mean, it was fun. I really had to not think about a lot of the things that Kaz was doing. I also found it interesting that both books ended with Van Eck's perspective. No, with the other guy. There was something else too. There was a parallel between, like, him coming to the city, being this, like, just laborer guy who made it through, and then Kaz coming to the city just being this kid who had to slice up some other kid's feet to make it through, you know? I don't know. Broken Kingdom, Crooked Kingdom by Lee Bardugo. 3.5 stars. I liked it enough for 3.5 stars. Go get some water. You're probably dehydrated.